All right. I'm up. Oh, hey guys. I should tell you this too. Let's go into. I keep doing this with my Google Classroom. Just letting you guys know if anyone gets like a notification in Google Classroom, this would might actually help. But if no one signs up for, uh, notifications, then this is going out to no one. Hey, everyone, going live now with a video tutorial. Join me. Twitch.tv slash what is it? Cybertastic. Hey. Or you can go to bit.ly slash MMS Media YT Live. All right, cool. Let's jump back in. Who just said hi? The Alpha Dragon, my committed viewer. Here every day, huh? Do I know who you are? Who is Karma Alpha Dragon? Who are you? Oh, yeah? Cool. All right, let me actually, I'm going to go into Google Drive here, and we're going to get this link going for you guys. So I put a bunch of stuff in here last night, and today we are going to be, Jack's getting busted. So, let's see, can I get shareable link here? Copied, and I'll send that over to the Alpha Dragon, whoever you are. Cool. So that's a link to all of our resources, and let me show you what's inside. So I've got a picture of baby Jack. This is actually an old picture when he was like, well, he's still a big giant beast here, but he was a little bit smaller of a giant beast. So I took a picture of him crying in his crib. Yes, I am the torturous father who, when his kid is crying in his crib, takes a second to take a picture. So this is Jack crying, Mr. Cranky Pants in his crib. And I'll show you what else we got here. I downloaded this font called Price Down from, it's like defont.com. And that is I guess pretty close. It may not be exactly the GTA font, but it's close enough to GTA. And then I have this GTA 5. This is the sound when you die in GTA. And I also grabbed a jail cell door. I don't know if I'm going to use it, but I don't know. We'll see. Let's see what happens. So here's the idea. Jack's going to start in color, and we're going to do like some sort of like maybe zoom in with the picture. And then it's going to turn black and white. And this busted text will come like flying in somehow. I'm not sure if it's going to like fly in or if it should like kind of like come zooming in and boom, do a little wobble effect. Maybe that's what I'll do, because I'll show you guys how I use WeVideo to create a sort of wobble effect that's kind of cool. So it's not going to be exactly like GTA, but it'll be close enough. All right, so here we go. Hold on, I'm blowing up over here. Messages. Just see if it's anyone important. No one's more important than my viewers. No, cool. All right, here we go. Back into WeVideo. So I upload this stuff already on my dashboard, actually in my media folder. You could see I have a folder called Jack Busted, and inside that folder, I just, by going into import, I click on my Google Drive, and I just selected those files and brought them into WeVideo. Now I'm going to add a project. I'm going to call this one Jack Busted, just because it keeps it organized. Next. And I can add, see, because I just imported these files the other day, last night, then these files will show up here. So you could just click on each one of these, whichever clips you want to import, and they will import it into the project media folder. I'm going to create the video. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but the picture that I took is actually in vertical. So this could actually be a cool, either like Instagram story, or perhaps we will make our first TikTok. This could be cool. All right, so I'm going to click on vertical, and I'm going to start editing. Go into my media. Now, my media is in two places because I just put it into the project media folder, but it's also here in the Jack Busted folder. So I could go to either place, whichever. So I'm going to drag Jack Busted, Jack's picture here. And so now I have a still image that goes for 5 seconds, which actually, this clip, this wasted sound effect is 8 seconds, let's say 9 seconds long. So let's make this a 10-second clip. And when I drag, you'll see right on the video frame down here, it'll show you, it's not a video, it's a JPEG, right on that video clip though, it'll show you the length or the duration of that clip. So I could slide it all the way back to 10. Yeah. I wish you could just like type it in, but actually you probably could if you right click on here. No, there's usually a way you could like set duration. Maybe if you go in here, you could do something possibly for set duration. All right, so by default, since I'm in this edit window here, by default, WeVideo will like fit it to the screen. And I think I want to do this one. I don't know. Which one do I want? All right, let's go fit to, let's leave it like that. Okay, so I'm gonna save changes and we're gonna take a look, we're gonna play through, and it's just gonna look like a still image right now. It's not doing anything. So we're gonna add a little transition or a little animation, I guess I could say. Add an animation to this JPEG by clicking on the pencil. And we're going to the second one, which is animation. Now it's going to start here, and do I want this thing? Let me think here. Maybe I'll do both. Maybe I'll have it. I'm going to go back. If you hit that trash can, it just sets it back to where it started at. I'm going to zoom in a tiny bit, but I'm also going to bring the position maybe down a little bit. And let's see, save. Let's see what happens here. Now I'm thinking I might. All right, let's go with it for now. I'm thinking that transition, it might need to come a little bit later. Let's bring this sound effect in, just so I can see what I'm working with here. I'm going to trim this up. I don't need that dead space, although I could have left it the way it was. It doesn't really matter. All right, this is what I was thinking. I might start and end. I might just chuck all that animation. I think that should be good. Let's see. This animation should be still now, right? Yeah. Because here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that I want to do some sort of like color transition effect here. So it's going to start in color. And then when it does this. Okay. So on the first sound effect here, I'm going to I'm going to cut this clip. I'm going to turn this black and white. So he's going to start in color, and then once he hits here, boom, it's going to go black and white and start that zoom in kind of effect throughout. And then when it hits here is where I will have busted come in. But it's not just going to. I'm going to click on this pencil, and I'll scale it down a little bit. And I don't know, maybe we'll put it here. I should have rotated it a little bit, but that's okay. It'll be like that. Busted. How big can I get it? Big enough. Okay, cool. So that's what it's going to do. It's going to come here, and then it'll turn black and white, and then, yeah, that's cool. Boom, busted. Except I'm going to animate this busted a little bit also to make it look like it's flying in and hitting hard. Also, is it just me? Oh, I'm like, or does the volume really low? How's this? Whoa, that's better. Cool. All right, we're getting there. Now, I'm going to go back into this transition here, or into this clip here, and I'm going to click on, I think, effects, and I could just turn it right here to black and white and hit apply. So it turned this clip black and white. So now, here's what I'm working with. Now, here's what I was thinking. I was thinking that I'm wondering if there is a way to make that transition to black and white a little bit smoother. Here's what I was thinking. If I put this clip up on number 2 and I drag it out a little bit, I don't know how far, then click on the opacity or the fade. It says it's too short, huh? Okay. Well, I'm going to click on it. Still too short. Gosh, how long does the clip need to be? That's good enough. I'm going to drop. Well, what happens if I click on this fade here? Might be too slow of a fade. Dude, that wasn't bad. Let's see. It kind of worked. What if I shorten this? Now that I put the fade on, I can shorten my clip, and that fade will stay. So what if I do something like this? So it's a little bit smoother of a transition there. From color to black and white. I might extend this out a little bit and go a little bit even smoother of a transition. Here's what else I'm wondering. Now, what if I do the same thing down here and I match the fade? So let's say it's almost going to be like a cross fade, right? So as this one's fading out, this one's fading in. What happens? No, I don't like that at all. That was terrible. Well, you know, it was just an idea, guys. That's cool. All right. I like that first part, the transition in to black and white. Think it needs to be faster? I don't know. Let's test it. Let's go with a little bit faster of a color change. Sure, whatevs. You get the point. All right, now let's work on busted. Is there anyone here? Seems like a light crew today. Hey, there's 3 here, it says. Okay. So here's what I got. Transition over to black and white. Now busted's going to come in. Here's the trick that I wanted to show you using animation. Oh, by the way, this busted is just a transparent PNG. Now, the issue that I think I have with Google Slides doing this is I'm limited to Google Fonts, and so I did actually download a font, this price down font, onto my computer, and then from there you could use just any generic. Yeah, I used Photoshop, I think, but it's not like any fancy text here. You could use any generic. You could probably get away with using PowerPoint or something like that to put this text in. Again, I just don't think it's possible with Google, because with Google you're limited to Google Fonts. So here we go. Let's take this guy, and we're going to have it come flying in, and then at the end, or kind of actually right here where that sound effect hits really hard, I'm going to have it actually, you know, hit in the place that I want it to and kind of give a wobble effect. So I'm actually going to slide this back a little bit. And I'm going to bring this back here. And then I'm going to copy and paste it and butt them up against each other. Now we're going to work on this section later, but let's work on the zoom in first, or the fly in, I guess I should say. So I am going to click on this pencil, and I'm going to scale this guy at the start. I'm going to scale it as far up as I possibly can. Cool? Don't worry. At the end, it's going to end back. Ooh, I'm going to need to check. Let's see. This is, I like nice even numbers, so I'm going to say 0.6. And it fits inside, so that's fine. Now I'm going to save. All right, watching. Super fast is going to come flying in. I might want it to fly in a little bit faster, so I'm going to zoom in here. Click on this guy. Again, the duration of the clip impacts the speed at which this animation is going to actually affect. And so now it's going to fly in super fast. I just have to get the timing right here. Let's see. They might be going too fast here. I might want to extend it out. 5 seconds might be too long. That's not bad. Let's see. It's just a little glitchy. I think because of the low quality here, so let's take it back. I think I want it faster than that. I'm going to set it to like, is that 0.3 of a second or something? I don't know. Yeah, something like that. 3 milliseconds. Cool. I like that. This is going to go the whole, oh, it's going to wobble. Sorry. Bring that back. So when it hits there, I want it to wobble. So watch the wobble effect. So it's going to come in and it's going to hit at, what did we say? 60, right? Or 0.6. So I'm going to hit this editor and I'm going to go to start at 0.6. That doesn't seem right at all. Oh, I know why it doesn't seem right. Wait. Hold on. Cancel. Doesn't it end here at... That's weird. Oh, hold on. The end should be... Come on, guys. I thought we had it end at 0.6. Am I losing my mind here? What just happened? 1.1. That's good. So it's going to end at 1.1 now, I think. Let's see. It's going to come flying in. And he's going to say busted. So that's 1.1. I want it to start at 1.1, and then it's going to shrink a little bit. Wait. It's going to grow a little bit. So I'm going to shorten this up. Click on the pencil tool. It's going to start at 1.1, and then I want it to, so it's going to hit and bounce back at me to 1.3. Maybe 1.2. I want it to fit in frame still. Might not be enough of a transition. Let's see. I'm going to copy. I'm going to paste this. We'll see what happens. Bear with me here. What just happened? This one is going to start at, what do we say, 1.2. I'm going to end it at 1.1. And then and save changes, and then I'm going to copy and paste it one more time, but this time I am going to hit my pencil and I'm going to delete my animation and just go, yes, remove the animation and just go 1.1, save changes, and drag this out. It should wobble, let's say. It should fly in here, right? So I'm going from here, the maximum scale I possibly can, and then at the end of this clip is 1.1. Then this clip starts at 1.1, but then grows to 1.2. Then this clip goes from 1.2 back down to 1.1, and then this last clip will just stay at 1.1 throughout the rest, for the rest of the duration of the clip. Does that make sense at all? All right. There. So that goes the duration of the clip. Let's see. Come on back. Let's see what happens. Almost, you got a little wobble effect there. I want to check this one, because it should be, check my animation. It should start at 1.1, I thought, and then it should end at 1.2. Why does this 1.2 scale look way different from this 1.2 scale? Oh, I guess it doesn't. All right, we might need to adjust. Whatever, I think it works. And then we'll have it fade out here. Let's bring this clip back here, and we'll trim this one back here so it all lines up. And then we'll have the busted and the baby fade out with the audio. Let's see what we got. Cool, the text works. I want to animate this black and white part. I almost forgot about that. So that's easy enough. So the black and white image here, we're going to, actually I might split this. This is going to be crazy. I'm going to go to the end of that color clip, but I'm going to split this black and white clip here, because I don't think I want animation over the transition. I think that might look funny. So right as that ends, I'm going to start my animation here, and it's going to start there, and it's going to end with a little bit of a zoom in and a little bit of a drop. Save changes. Now let's see what happens. Go back to the beginning. So it should, over the color transition from black to white, it should stay, that image, the black and white image shouldn't move. And then as soon as that transition from color to black and white is over, is when it'll start zooming in. Busted. Cool. Now all we have to do is fade out. And I'm thinking that I'm just going to do a fade out on both of these frames here. Both of these clips. 1, 2, this one, and this one. Right from here. So here I'm going to just click an anchor point on my video. And here I am going to bring up my anchor point, my fade there, and I'm just going to bring it down to the end. And we'll just fade out. Let's see what happens if I just do a long fade out on both of these guys. Right, so it's just a long fade there. So it should wobble, and then it'll just start fading out. Let's see. What do you think? Call it art, man. That's what I say. Now, if this was, an actual GTA, would say wasted, but that doesn't make sense. It kind of looks like he's behind bars, so I changed it to busted. Also, the GTA, at least GTA 5 that I was watching a couple of clips, they have like this transparent kind of line, it's like a transparent black almost, going through the busted, which we could do. And I have a couple minutes, so maybe I'll try to show you guys how to do it, but that's my basic animation, I think. Cool. Okay, here's the next thing. Is this too long now? Do we trim this? What if we trim this way back and right from the beginning? Don't sweat it, because I could just select all of this now. And we will bring it back. Line it up like that. A little better, I think. Maybe not quite long enough. I'm going to zoom all the way out, select, click and drag, select all these guys. I'll zoom back in and slide everything out. Then I'll click anywhere on here, so I deselect all. And back on this one, drag it out. Let's see. There you go. At least you see a little bit of color at first. And then done. Busted. Jack, you're busted, boy. Cool, call it art. All right. Now I'm going to, I was going to show you guys how to put a little black line in, but maybe we'll do that at another time, because I want to show you how to output this, and then I could show you how to put it into either like Google Photos or something, and then hopefully it should be able to upload it from there into TikTok or something. And I think I'm going to put this one on TikTok. It's kind of cool. It's good enough, right? Let's go finish. And I'm going to export this as Jack Busted Set. Here you could pick like any thumbnail you want. I like this one. And again, I don't really care about resolution, but let's leave it at HD and hit export. So it's going to take a few minutes. This is a short clip, so it's an 8-second clip, right? So it shouldn't take too long. But once that's exported, ready 9 seconds. Once it's exported, then I can download it. You could have downloaded it right into Google Drive, and then it's possible if you have Drive on your phone, you might have to like download it from your Drive onto your actual phone into like your gallery or whatever, so you could actually upload it into TikTok, because I don't know if TikTok has access to Google Drive. I don't think it does. Or you could just, I usually throw it into my Google Photos, and so I would download it here, then open up my Google Photos, import it into Google Photos, and then I might have to then download it from Google Photos onto my actual phone, into the gallery, so it could actually access, TikTok can actually access it, and I could post to TikTok. Seems like jumping through hoops. Now, I do have this little guy called, what is it? Blue Stacks or something like that. It's not here. I think Blue Stacks is like a, oh, here it is. It's like a, you could download BlueStacks, and actually it kind of, what it does is makes your computer a virtual phone, if that makes any sense. So I could actually like upload right to Instagram from my computer, because Instagram doesn't let you do that. Now, I'm wondering if you could somehow get access to TikTok also, because it might be easier to just like, get BlueStacks and then add it right onto TikTok right from your computer, because there's a lot of hoops to jump through. But if you are dedicated and you really want to get this onto anything like TikTok or anywhere like that, you can do it. Believe me, you can. So I'm going to download this here and save it. Now here, I think when it's, you could share to Twitter right here, but I think all it does is share the link to the video. And I like when I do videos, I'll like insert it right into Twitter or, you know, something about just like sharing a link to me. I don't know how many clicks it'll get, you know? And for me, it's all about like people actually seeing the video. And if they have to do like one extra step, like click on a link, some people just don't do it. They don't even bother with it. They just scroll right through, right to the next one. So I like my videos to be seen. Anyway, that is a quick tutorial on how to make like a still image and animate it to make a little meme. Cool. Hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. I will be back here again at 12 o'clock doing the same one, because if I have a different audience, I'm going to show them how to do it too. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email or hit me up in the chat there, and I can help you out. Otherwise, if I don't see you later, have a great day. Happy Tuesday. Maybe you're eating tacos later. And I will see you back here tomorrow. I've got a ton more ideas, lots of content to come. So join me again tomorrow as we tackle Wii video in fun, creative ways. All right, I'll check you later.